Hey everybody, it's Rod. Happy Friday. I'm losing light really quickly and I'm on my way to camping for the weekend. Gonna meet my son Ian at Fairfield Lake State Park, which is southeast of Dallas, about 2 hours maybe. Kind of another spur of the moment trip. Got a campsite during the week and gonna head out for just I'm gonna do probably 2 nighters, maybe 1 night, depends upon how things play out, but it looks like the weather's gonna be beautiful, so I'm really interested to see. You know, when I booked the site, the park was pretty much full, so I'll be really curious to see if how many people show up. But anyways, got Brody with me again, and we'll get there well after dark, so I probably won't be able to really shoot much video at all. And we're gonna probably meet somewhere on 45 to get dinner since it's so late. But should have a fun weekend, relaxing, some great trails there. The lake is nice. Planning on doing some fishing, which will be first for me in a long time. So might be an interesting comedy of errors trying to do that. But anyways, looking forward to it, and catch you in a little bit. Finally made it. Pitch black. Set up our site. Ian, say hi. Got our fire going. Got some wood. It's not going to last long. We'll burn through that really quick. I can't really show you the campsite. It's too dark, but it's pretty nice. Looks like it's got some pretty good. I'll have to get in the light here. Pretty good tree cover, so that's also helpful. Anyways, gonna have a fire, relax a little bit, and head to bed, and we'll catch you in the morning. It's absolutely beautiful morning. Probably going to be like 65 today, but right now the sun is out, it's warming up. It's actually a little bit of a breeze, and it was beautiful overnight. Pretty cold, down in the 40s for sure. I actually bought a new sleeping bag this week, which I'll show you in a little bit, that worked really well. It's a Nemo Forte 20-degree bag. Got it at REI. It was on sale because my other bag just wasn't cutting it, and this was it was perfect actually. In cases it was a little bit too warm, so I had to kind of open it up a little bit, but changed it up this time for this park. Here's our site. It's actually a really good site, but I'm back to the Gazelle sleeping on the ground because last week it was so cold that I just found with my other tent, it was so open that it just didn't really keep any of the body heat in. So I wanted something a little bit smaller and a little bit warmer. And plus it was super easy to set up. That's the other thing. I knew that we were going to get here really late. We got here probably at, I don't even know, it was like 8:15, so it's pretty late, and pitch black. So setting it up in the dark, a more complicated tent is kind of a pain, so this was really easy. I also found out that so this park was leased to the state from the power plant that used to be here, which was decommissioned I think a couple years ago. So I talked to the ranger. When they decommissioned the power plant, the owners, Texas had a lease for this park, and their lease is up in December of 2022. So now the park is owned by, I don't know who, it's a private person. So there's a question as to whether they will continue leasing this particular park back to the state, or if they will shut it down and I don't know, do whatever they want with it. But that's kind of disappointing to see that a park like this, which is really a nice park, you know, we basically got another year potentially of it being open. So they apparently don't know the whole story yet of what's going on or what's going to happen, but I asked the ranger, and yeah, the lease here expires in December of 2022. So it'll be sad to see the park go away if they decide not to renew it or make some arrangement. So this site is really large. Plenty of room for a fairly large group, actually. They've got a pretty flat spot here for a tent, and then back here, come on dogs, they have this area too as well. Not really that level, but it's actually really nice and open. So this would be a really good tent spot as well. So really like this site. It's nice, worked out well. Dogs, come on. Brody, Pepper. All right, so we're fishing. I just want to show you my reel and rod because it's really probably the best reel I've ever owned. So let's take a look at this. This is a very expensive Shakespeare. It's got some simulated rust on it. It's all titanium. It's got 21 bearings, and the rod is of course completely carbon fiber. It's about 25 years old. This is probably their best rod ever made, and that's what I'm using today to catch fish. So we're gonna see how it goes. Brody, you gonna help me catch fish? Huh? He has no idea what we're doing. Neither do I. We shall see. You know, one of the things I didn't do is I don't have for my GoPro, I don't have a chest mount, which is gonna be really hard to deal with this, but since I've got such a professional rod and reel, that'll make it easier for me to fish. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, Ian, it's still floating on the top. See, we don't know what we're doing. So yeah, it's floating on top of the water, which I know that, but it's about 10 o'clock, so we're probably late, and it's really windy today. Yeah, the dogs don't make it much easier to do this. Really windy. Yeah, you know what the biggest mistake we made? Fishing with dogs. A total pain in the ass to try to deal with.
Brody, stop it.
That's all we're gonna catch today.
No, Pep, no. Hey.
Trying a different area, or a different dock, actually a boat dock now. Other area was just too shallow. Nothing was happening at all. No surprise. So, but it's by the south boat ramp, this area.
All right, here we go. Good lures attached. Watch me catch a 40-pound bass. See how this one just completely, this one sinks. I don't know why this one is so much better, but like, look. See how it just floats down there?
Yeah. You got a lead thing on it?
This is just a really good one. This is why I said I didn't want to lose this one. It's because I don't know why, but it's my favorite one. It's kind of heavy.
Well, it didn't really work out. We're gonna bail on fishing for today. Nothing's happening, and we're terrible at it. So they are catching something because, well, jeez, thing's loud. People in the boats across from the lake definitely were catching stuff, but here by the dock it's not working out. So we're gonna go probably on a hike with the dogs. So this is my new sleeping bag, which I got this week. It is a Nemo Forte men's 20-degree bag. Very nice. It's kind of the spoon shape, which is nice because I do sleep on my side, but it's got some really nice features. You can buy an extra like this. There's a Nemo pillow that goes in this little slot. I've got these other REI pillows that I just use, but has a nice little spot for that, and that keeps it in place. And then you zip it up, and it's got a, which is nice, a face flap, which really keeps the cold out. So these you can open up. Normally you'd zip them, but you open up a little bit, and that'll provide a little bit more. If it's a little bit warmer than you'd like, you can use that to help kind of keep it a little bit cooler. But and then it's got a little bit wider toe box, foot box for if you want to move your feet around. So I was really warm last night, and it was probably 45 degrees maybe. What is she barking at? So it was very comfortable, but there's the other thing I have about sleeping on the ground, which is I just think I need to invest in a better pad. So this is what I have. It's a Lightspeed. I got these off of Amazon, and it's inflatable, and this is how thick it is. It just needs to be thicker. I need something more substantial for me to sleep and be comfortable on the ground. I have to do something. So I've been looking at the Xped Mega Mat, but I haven't made a decision on it yet. But I think if I'm going to do this again and I'm going to sleep on the ground, which I don't like to do, but if I could find something that was just more comfortable, it'd be okay, because the bag itself is really good. But I just find that I can't sleep on my side unless I've got some significant cushion. So I need to do something different with that. But so far so good with the sleeping bag. I really, I'm very happy with it as well. Seems like it's very good quality, and I got it on sale for REI. It was like 20% off, so it's a good deal. It's lunchtime, so just making some lunch, and today I'm actually cooking chicken fingers, and the best recipe, which my wife is kind enough to clue me into, was basically you fry these with panko crust. That's the best for fish, chicken, anything like that. Panko crust is the best in my opinion. So basically you just drench the chicken tenders in an egg, and then you cover them with the panko crust, and then throw them in the quarter cup of oil, and fry them until they're basically golden brown, and you got some awesome chicken fingers. So I just have the egg, just drop cut this up to size, and then put the egg in, and then here's my dredge. And can't do it all at the same time because I don't want to overload the skillet. So you do have to kind of time it, and then we're also having baked beans to go with it. So here we go, finished product. Beans, mustard, and chicken tenders. Give it a try. Oh yeah, that's freaking good. That's really good. All right, you don't need to watch it eat. Just had some excitement. Both dogs, we've been walking off lead because it's a 2-mile trail and it's pretty deep in the woods, and just off the side of the trail there just happened to be a pretty good sized buck, and both dogs, of course, took off after them, after the deer, chasing it through the woods. Luckily, Brody stopped because, well, he's my dog and he's trained. And Pepper just literally was gone. She just decided to chase the deer. I don't know where it went. We called and called for her. We were walking maybe just a couple of minutes, and she ends up coming back behind us in the trail. So she found her way back, but she was pretty much gone. So they're relegated to their leashes for the rest of the walk. We're about finishing up this. We're on the nature trail. It's 2 miles. Oh, they do have, I was going to say, they do have otters here. It's a 2 mile trail, pretty much flat, and very sandy soils. So I think if it was wet, it wouldn't be particularly muddy. If you're out here with little kids, it does go up and down a little bit. And there are some sections where there are lots of tree roots crossing the path. So you kind of, like this time of the year, all the leaves are covering that. So you kind of have to kind of walk a little bit carefully because you can trip over those. So little kids might have a little more difficulty, but it's a really nice trail. You can also use bikes on it if you have them. And again, like I said, it was hardly, just up and down a little bit, pretty much relatively flat the entire way. So if you're out here, it's a good trail to do. And even in the probably spring and late fall, when there's quite a bit of tree cover, so I would imagine it's pretty well shaded at that time of the year. And it's got some really nice views of the lake. In fact, we're coming up on one. So I think this is where the people who are smart know where to fish, and this is where they catch them. So dinner tonight is, these are sausages. I can't remember. I think they're a Target brand chicken apple sausage with some sour cream and onion chips, ruffles, and then basically a bag salad, a southwestern bag salad with like a cilantro lime dressing. So this is dinner tonight.
You get the hell away from me.
He's getting ready to leave.
Huh?
Pepper, you're going home.
Pepper, ready to go home?
Come on, girl.
Oh.
Come on.
I'm sad.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
But
love you.
love you. Thanks
All right.
for having
Be
me.
careful driving home.
I will. I'll text you when I get home.
All right.
Be safe.
So like I said, very warm tonight. I'm gonna keep the windows open a little bit to get a little less condensation. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna wake up probably when Brody wakes me up for food, make a breakfast, and I'm not sure what exactly I'll do in the morning. It's gonna be nice tomorrow, I think, but I don't need to be home anytime soon. It's a Sunday, so we'll see. And I'm just gonna read the rest of the night before I go to sleep. So anyways, good weekend, good little trip, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It is very warm and muggy Sunday morning, which I didn't really expect. So got a decent sleep, but I did figure out something, that my sleeping pad has a slow leak in it. Had to blow it up a couple times in the middle of the night. So I don't hear, like there's no puncture that I can see. I think it's just the seams. It's probably not that well built. The seams, I think, are what's going, or either that or the valves on it. So I probably will just throw it out. I don't see any reason to probably keep it. Here's an update. I haven't used the Gazelle since the spring, and I think in the last video that I had when I went camping in the spring, I kind of talked a little bit about this, and that's not really sticking as well. But on the Gazelle, I have had problems with the zipper here. The zippers are really, really good, but the tension right here is pretty high. Watch out, Brody. And what would happen is these flaps, which are nice, what I would find is I was catching the flaps in these zippers, and these are really beefy zippers, and they would not come out. It was, you know, I had to actually cut it to correct it. So I ended up literally cutting some of this flap to reduce the likelihood that that would happen, and then I just Gorilla taped this section here to kind of keep that from happening, and that seems to have worked. I haven't had problems this one, and it seems to be just this zipper on this side. I don't really have a problem with the zipper on that side. So still a great tent, really well built, but when I've got the tent set up, this, at least on this side for me, has been a problem with these sewn in rain flaps that they frequently get caught in the outer zipper. I just drove through the Cook's Ferry Loop, which is all electric and water, and it was full. I'm going through the Post Oak area now. Cook's Ferry, I would say the sites that I thought were really good were 65, 67, that area. There's a view of the water, which is really nice. Also, they've the RV sites, they're all super level. It looks like they recently just completely leveled them out, put new cement in, so it looks really, really good for RV camping. This is the Post Oak area. This is mostly for it looks like a lot of pull-throughs, but this site right here, this is 108. If you have a large RV or a large group, look at this site. It's huge. The RV pad is completely cement and completely flat. Really well done. This looks very, very new. And then this whole area is for a large group. This is a phenomenal site. So that was site 108. Here we go. This is site 109. Again, this is a pull-through site. So if you have a large RV, this is really, really nice. The pad and the pull-through is all cement. It looks like it's relatively new, so very flat, very easy to get through. And then you have a really large open site with heavy tree cover and a little bit of a view of the water. So 109 and 108, surprisingly, both are not taken, which is, I mean, it's Sunday, so maybe they left, but I'm really surprised these are not already taken. This is the north boat ramp. So it's also a little bit of a fishing area, and they have a pier. Mostly a boat ramp though, but come on, bro. Looks like it's gonna rain. Come on. Brody, come on, let's go. Now, this is unbelievable. So he does not like docks. Look at him. Come on. Brody, come on. Come here. Come on, boy. Good baby. I'm not coming back, so you got to come over here. Come on. Come here. Unbelievable. I don't know what it is about the docks and a moving bridge. He's been on a couple, but he just hates it. Come here. I'll get his leash. All right, take two. Let's see if we can go down on the dock, and if he'll go with me. He's on his, got him on his leash now. So what I was saying was I'm at the north boat ramp. It's got a dock as well for fishing. Pretty good size area. We were at the south boat ramp where we were fishing yesterday, which we caught nothing, obviously. So today it looks like still very humid, and it's cool, but not what I would call particularly pleasant to be out unless you're right by the water, because there was no, when I was cleaning up camp, I was sweating like this. So now, see this? See? Good boy. Good boy. There you go. I just don't get that. Whatever. There was no breeze in camp, so I was sweating like crazy. But now there's a breeze out by the water, so it's actually kind of nice out here. Nice lake. Really nice. So it's very nice. Oh my God. Check that out. You can't see this, but that's a otter right there. I don't think you can see that from the, oh, dang it. He was right. He just went under right over here. There's one right there. You can just see him kind of breaking the surface of the water. I did buy a state park patch, which does have the otters on them, which is cool, but that's, I've never seen an otter before in the wild. It's really neat. That's pretty much it for this video. Might be a couple weeks before I have any more content because of Thanksgiving coming up. But if you like this, give it a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down, and subscribe if you'd like more. Take care.